Hello, world. It's July 30th, 2026. Welcome to Cyber Briefing, your daily source for all things cybersecurity. We bring you the latest advisories, alerts, incidents, and news every weekday. State-backed actors and malware operators are targeting both enterprise communications and end-user platforms to gain persistent access and exfiltrate sensitive data. Russian threat group TA-488 actively exploited a cross-site scripting vulnerability, CVE-2026-42897, in Microsoft Exchange Outlook Web Access to deploy a persistent browser backdoor called OR Reaper, simply when targets viewed malicious emails. Concurrently, macOS users face targeted credential theft through MaxSync, a 6-stage malware family distributed via fake Google Ads and spoofed support pages for Claude AI that deceives victims into running malicious terminal commands to compromise browser data, crypto wallets, and SSH keys. In response to rising operational threats, demonstrated by a coordinated cyber attack impacting over 30 Minnesota water utilities' operational technology systems, industry vendors and authorities are focusing on automated defenses and strict isolation. Security teams are turning to new AI-driven tools, such as PortSwagger's agentic AI penetration testing assistant, burp-AT, and Dropzone AI's automated AI threat hunter to discover hidden security gaps proactively. At the same time, new critical infrastructure guidance, CI Fortify Guide, urges operators to implement a structured 6-step process to segment and isolate operational technology networks to contain incidents and preserve vital services. Threat landscape. Russian hackers exploit Exchange XSS flaw for mailbox takeover. A Russia-aligned threat group designated TA-488 exploited CVE 2026-42897, a cross-site scripting vulnerability in Microsoft's Outlook Web Access, to install a browser-based backdoor called OWA Reaper when recipients simply viewed malicious emails. The campaign, which began in July 2026 and targeted government and private sector organizations in the US and Europe, allowed attackers to establish persistent mailbox access that survives password resets and endpoint reimaging. Organizations using affected Exchange Server versions 2016, 2019, and Subscription Edition should apply Microsoft's July 2026 security update, audit mailbox permissions and OAuth tokens, and implement cross-layer monitoring that correlates OWA activity with permission changes. MaxSync, 6-stage macOS stealer via fake Claude. Security researchers at Huntress have identified MaxSync, a previously unknown macOS malware family distributed through malicious Google Ads impersonating Claude AI installation guides. The attack begins when victims click a sponsored search result, leading to a fake support page hosted on Anthropic's legitimate Claude.ai domain, which instructs users to paste a malicious command into terminal. The 6-stage infection chain steals browser credentials, cryptocurrency wallet data, SSH keys, and Telegram sessions, while also deploying a remote access Trojan and replacing legitimate hardware wallet applications with modified versions designed to capture recovery phrases. Threat landscape. Russian hackers exploit Exchange XSS flaw for mailbox takeover. Incidents and real-world impact. Coordinated cyber attack hits 30-plus Minnesota water utilities. More than 30 community water utilities in Minnesota experienced a coordinated cyber attack targeting their operational technology systems on July 26th and 27th, 2024. Minnesota IT Services, MNIT, confirmed the incident and activated its cybersecurity incident response capabilities immediately upon discovery. The agency is working with partners to contain the threat, though specific details about the attackers, methods used, or extent of operational disruption have not been disclosed. Executive risk and cybernomics. PortSwagger launches burp-AT agentic AI tool. PortSwagger has released a public beta of burp-AT, an agentic AI tool integrated into Burp Suite for penetration testing. The tool allows security testers to delegate investigative tasks to AI agents that operate within defined scope and permission boundaries, while human testers retain control over validation and judgment. burp-AT uses Burp Suite's existing tools and project context to perform automated security tasking tasks under tester supervision. Policy, regulation, and legal signals. CI Fortify Guide for Critical Infrastructure. A new CI Fortify guide from cybersecurity authorities advises critical infrastructure operators to isolate vital operational technology systems from other networks to contain cyber incidents and maintain essential services during attacks. The guidance provides a 6-step process for network isolation, starting with identifying minimum systems needed for critical services and progressing through mapping connections, building separation points, and testing isolation plans. Operators are urged to implement graduated isolation approaches that can escalate to complete physical separation of vital systems when threat levels increase, while maintaining secure offline copies of isolation procedures and monitoring for unauthorized reconnections. Career enablement. Dropzone AI launches AI Threat Hunter tool. Dropzone AI has released AI Threat Hunter, an automated threat hunting tool designed to help security operations centers identify hidden threats and coverage gaps that standard alert systems miss. The tool runs structured hunt packs across enterprise environments to proactively search for emerging risks beyond what predefined detection rules catch. Security teams can use this agent to make threat hunting a regular operational activity, rather than an occasional manual exercise. For more headlines, visit cybermaterial.com.